It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season, as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw.
Buying time to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's... another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Forced out to his left. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd down, McKinnon. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to motor his way down to his 16-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff.
And that is caught. Touchdown,
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. It's Eckler again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A gain there of 21 yards. Again, Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try to keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert, throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And some space here.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Incomplete.
There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game.
Second and 7. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Now, you did say that to me.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two, so I would agree with you totally on that.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Herbert throwing again.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Herbert back to the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert now.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. It's Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's caught, and it's Eckler again.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play. To the air again, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Jalen Guyton,
his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Mahomes going to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 52 yards. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Eckler will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. Now Herbert, third and goal. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one?
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 16, Herbert. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Herbert. He'll buck, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On 1st down, McKinnon again. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 47 yards. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. If they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Herbert.
Quick strike to Eckler. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Touchdown, L.A.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here again is McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Mahomes now on first down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend?
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
The partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Kansas City, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.